Welcome to Narrator's Cut. Today we're going to show you a mystery drama movie called The Lovely Bones. Susie, a 14-year-old girl, is killed, but she refuses to go on because she believes that she has unfinished business with the perpetrators. Her soul continues to keep watch over her family, attempting to expose her killer's identity to them. Watch out for spoilers and keep an eye on. Susie Salmon, a 14-year-old high school freshman, desires to become a photographer after she graduates. Ray, a male she has a crush on, approaches her and invites her out on a date. On her way home through a cornfield, Susie meets her neighbor, George Harvey. He entices her into an underground kids' refuge he has constructed to keep kids safe. The picture fades until Susie is seen running past her horrified classmate Ruth Connors, ostensibly leaving Harvey's lair. Harvey grabs Susie and she is dragged away from the house. As a result of Susie's absence from home after school, the Salmons get concerned. The police are on their way to arrest her father, who is on the lookout for her. Her mother Abigail is also waiting for the police. Susie encounters Jack while in town, but he does not react to her phone calls when she contacts him. While returning home, Susie discovers Harvey soaking in a bathtub. Susie learns she never made it out of the basement lair after witnessing the bloody bathroom and her bracelet hanging from the sink faucet. She believes Harvey killed her, and that she was never able to escape. While screaming, she is dragged into the in-between, which is neither heaven nor earth, and where she is trapped. Susie uses her new afterlife companion Holly to keep an eye on her family and refuses to let go, despite Holly's encouraging to do so. In his joint investigation with Detective Fennerman into Susie's disappearance, Jack concludes that Susie was killed by someone she knew. He investigates his neighbors and ultimately concludes that Harvey is the perpetrator. Due to Harvey's meticulous concealment of the evidence, Fennerman is unable to get any proof, while Abigail's sister, Lindsay, concurs with Jack's concern. Their casework takes a toll on both of them. Lynn, Abigail's drunken mother, moves into their home with her daughter. Abigail flees to California because she feels estranged from her spouse. After she passes away, Susie discovers that Harvey, who has selected Lindsay as his next victim, has also killed at least 6 other young women, including Holly, and that he placed Susie's corpse into a giant safe in his basement. Harvey is followed into the cornfield by Jack, who has a baseball bat in his possession. On the other hand, Jack happens to come across an adolescent couple called Clarissa and Brian by chance. Because Brian believes that they will be attacked, he bludgeons Jack close to death as Harvey watches from a distance, and Clarissa implores him to stop. While Jack is recuperating, Lindsay goes into Harvey's residence in search of proof that he was the one who murdered Susie. She discovers a notepad on the second floor, which contains a drawer of the underground lair, a strand of Susie's hair, and newspaper clippings concerning Susie's abductions. Harvey reappears and nearly captures Lindsay, but she manages to escape and hurries back home, only to learn that her mother has arrived as well. She delivers the journal to her grandma, who then informs the authorities of the situation. Harvey had already escaped his house, bringing with him the safe that contains Susie's remains and the safe key. Susie's afterlife starts to grow into a more expansive paradise, where she is met by the other victim of Harvey's crimes. She refuses to follow Holly's advice and join heaven with the rest of the group, believing that she has one more task to do. Meanwhile, Susie's friends Ruth and Ray are there as Harvey drives up to the Connors' house to dispose of the safe at a sinkhole dump site on the property's ground. Susie comes to Earth and enters Ruth's body, causing Ruth to pass out. Susie then leaves Ruth's body. Ray goes into Ruth's rescue, only to discover that she has transformed into Susie. Susie's last request is fulfilled when they kiss, and she is escorted to heaven. Meanwhile, Harvey drives away from the scene and tosses the safe into the sinkhole, where it will vanish under the muddy water as he drives away. Eventually, Harvey comes across a young lady outside a restaurant and offers her a ride, but she turns him down and walks away from him. As a result of the impact of a massive icicle falling from an overhanging branch on Harvey's shoulder, the latter is forced to tumble backward over a high precipice to his death. After some time has passed, Susie notices her family is recovering, which she refers to as the lovely bones, that have grown up around her absence. Susie ultimately makes it to heaven, and she tells the audience, "My given name is Salmon, after the fish, and my given name is Susie." On December 6, 1973, I was 14 years old when I was killed in my home. I was only here for a little period before disappearing. I wish each and every one of you a long and happy life. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. And please leave a comment, like, and subscribe to the channel for more interesting movies to recap. Take care and see you at the next video!